All right, I'm gonna get busy. I gotta clear the way because I need to bring my truck. I need to pull it right in through here, up the drive, right in through here. So I gotta get stuff out of the way. That's a heavy little lawnmower. But anyway, I've got a mess in here to rearrange. So I'm gonna spend a few hours rearranging so that tomorrow maybe I can get that truck moved and get it over. We've got a lot of that wood cut over there around that truck, but got to get all this cleaned up. And I had intentions to bring another vehicle and put it in here, which I might do that too. We've got one over on like three counties away. It's sitting over at one of my wife's. Well, it's her uncle. It's a car that belonged to her daddy. No, it belonged to her daddy, and then it belonged to her grandfather, and then it belonged to her uncle. And the uncle has said that whenever we're ready, then he'll go ahead and bring it over here. And it's a 1974. It's either 1973 or I don't know, somewhere around there. But we're going to bring it in, and I need to park it in here. And once I've got it in here, then I'll be able to, do work to it. But until we get it over here, I'm going to see if I can get my truck in here. I'm going to do some work to it. And of course, I've got some body work to do to it now, which is, I'm really upset about that, because I could have moved that truck a week ago when I thought about it and didn't do it, and the darn tree fell on it. So, wish me luck. I'm gonna hit this thing really heavy and hard. I know it looks like a big mess, but that's because it is a big mess. But I'm gonna hit it really heavy and hard for a few hours, and I apologize. I don't have a time lapse. I don't have that capability because I'm using my cell phone. If I had a different camera, maybe I would be able to do that. But I can do a before and after type video. And so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get busy. I'm going to see if I can knock this out. And then maybe tomorrow I'll go over there and see if I can get that truck started and get it moved over. Okay, well, wish me luck. Hey, there's my mobile mechanic shop. Oh, I was wondering where my phone charger went. Huh. I'll take that back to the house. All right, well, I need to work on that booger. That booger was giving me problems, and I've got to get it going again. All right. Talk to you later. Of course, I've got a limb on top of my shed I got to take care of as well. I always like to wait until it dries up a little bit before I get my chainsaw out, because my chainsaw is electric, and I don't want to take a chance of getting electrocuted. But once it dries up, it's not supposed to rain tonight or tomorrow, so I think tomorrow I'll be able to get out here and chop that one up and get it off the roof of my shed. Anyway, that's my 1986 Toyota Celica sitting in there. That's another project. But the darn, I should have taken that tree down a long time ago too. But the thing is holding that up there always. Seems to be holding up pretty good. I really wasn't quite sure how my shed would hold up. But It's holding that up for sure. But I've got to get that off of there. And I may need to replace some of these wood pieces under here. And it's a pretty old shed. It's been around for a good long time. A lot longer than, well, I don't know. I was going to say longer than I have, but I don't know. I've been around here for about forever. And back beyond the window there is where I'm working today, trying to clean up some of that back there to get that truck in there, or that other vehicle, depending on how soon I can get all this done. I gotta get all this cleaned up. I was thinking about building a chicken coop right in there. It's kind of dark, but I don't know if I can do it right. And it'll be a nice, good, protective place for the chickens. We'll just see how that goes. Who knows? All right. Back to work. Got to get back in here and get this all cleaned up. It's funny how you discover things, when you're, out in the shed or somewhere cleaning up. Can you see that? You know what that is? I had taken the top off of this to work on this. I wanted to be able to get this thing going. This will really help, really, 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 really help me to do some work. That's a mouse nest. So, well, let me get back to work. I need to move that ladder. All right, got to rearrange all this, so let me get back to it. Yeah, I keep finding things that I forgot I had. Like some of my fishing gear, minnow bucket, a thing to, that's for cleaning fish. You put the tail of the fish in there and helps hold it down while you scale it. Different, pieces and parts for fishing. I just put a bunch of them inside this that were laying on the ground. So anyway, it got me thinking about fishing. And there's some fishing poles and things. I need to get everything together. I've got some stuff stored elsewhere. I need to get all my fishing gear together. But as I'm working on my shed, right, I've got this fold-up table here, and it's got this. It's a measurement on here. It goes from 0 to 24 inches. And this table is specific for going fishing. And if I have this in the back of my pickup truck, and I take it and I unfold it, set it up where I'm fishing at. And that way, every time I catch a fish, I can put it here and measure it, and I can make sure, right, that every fish I catch is bigger than 24 inches long. Because that's the way I fish. I'm always catching the biggest fish in the lake, right? Anyway, okay, I'm gonna brush this off and fold it up and set it aside, put it with my fishing gear. And then I'm gonna get all these wheels and tires and kind of figure out what I'm doing with them. I'm slowly getting it done. Slowly. It doesn't look like it, but I am slowly. And I did find a bunch of my metal detecting finds. I'll do a separate video on that. But I did have them under here. I've picked them up and moved them into this other room back here. So I've got some things sitting in here that are my metal detecting finds from my yard. And I'll definitely have a separate video on that. Oh man, I think I've got a flat. Not again. All right, I've been rearranging in here. Not getting done as quickly as I thought I would, but all that stuff is kind of rearranged. Now I've got to That ladder back there is shot. I need to get rid of that thing. But I don't know. That ladder is just like everything else I've got. It's shot, but I don't want to get rid of it because it's got pieces and parts that I can reuse. Because I can take that stuff off the outside, that, you know, the red part that's all smashed up, and I can replace it with 2x4s and take those metal steps and top and everything and attach them to the 2x4s and have me a nice ladder. You know, so that's why I don't get rid of stuff. A lot of people would say, why don't you just junk it and then go buy you a new one? Well, you know what? I don't want to go buy a new one. I don't want to spend the money. I don't want to take the time to go and do it. I'm self-quarantining, you know, and I've got time to do projects. I'm not going to do that, though. I'm going to work on my shed, clean it up, rearrange it. I will be getting rid of some stuff. Look, see, I start talking and Max comes running. Look at that kid. I start talking and Max comes running, no matter where I'm at. Max hardly ever comes in here. It's like once, maybe every year. So he's going to go around and check it out. Ain't that right, Max? You going to check it out? Yeah, look at him. He's inspecting, making sure I'm getting all the work done the way I said I would. But I got to do some rearranging. And hopefully Max can come in here and do a little mousing for me. You going to do some mousing? I did hear some noise in here a little while ago. I think the birds have built some nest in the wall. Okay. But I need to change out these lights. These lights are no good. I mean, they're brightening it up in here, but I need fluorescent lights. Need to get this thing all going for me again, turn it back into my functional shop, not just a storage facility. But now that I've got the time to actually do things, I'm going to come out here and I'm going to do some projects. And I'm going to get them together and you know, do some filming for my YouTube videos. Ain't that right, Max? Hey. Oh, Max don't even want to pay attention to me no more. All right, let me get busy. All right, I've got some rearranging done. That little shelf that's standing there was over here, and then this shelf was blocking the door as well, right behind all that stuff. But I've got some rearranging done here. And Max has really been a great help. Max has explored this entire place. But anyway, I've got a lot to do. I've got a lot done. I will be making room in here. I want this to be, of course, this shelf. Once I get it cleaned up, this is where my tools will go. But I want this area to be my area where I can bring, you know, any car in here that I want to work on. I've got several cars that I need to do work to. And of course, that's where the groundhog had dug through. So I got to be careful in here. I got to figure out where are the groundhog tunnels that had been dug in here at one point in time. But once I do that and I know, then I can correct that. That way I won't have a vehicle fall in. But I've been doing some work out here. Got some stuff rearranged. It's just one giant puzzle. Of course, that's trash there. I'll be getting that out here in a minute. And it is one giant puzzle. So let me get back at it. I went in and ate dinner, and I went out the front door, walked around the house, went around. I had my flashlight on my cell phone, and that way I could navigate around the yard to the back side of the house. And I went up on the deck, And standing on the deck was a possum. That possum was, I'm going to say, more than twice the size of Max, our cat. So I have this live trap right here. And I know that possum would just totally fill up that live trap. See, this is, so it's a good size live trap. One time when I caught something, I don't know if you can see it, but right here, I don't know if you noticed the wire's gone and bent up. That whatever I had caught had actually used its claws to pull that, and then dug down into the dirt and squeezed through there and got away. So I need to, I don't know what I'm gonna do with that, but I'm gonna have to, kind of fix that. But I'm gonna take this live trap. Now, that possum was up there eating Max's food. So I think what I'll do is I'll put this live trap over there, and I'll put me a little bowl of food right in there, as far as I can go. And then when the possum comes in here, steps on this, right, then it'll let this thing loose, and it'll slap down. And it's spring loaded, and it will hold it shut, and it'll keep the possum in there. But that thing was huge. And I ran him off. He went off of the deck and went around the deck, and he went into that hole that goes under my deck. Right. I kept thinking, one of these days I'm going to catch or be able to see a groundhog. I haven't been seeing groundhogs lately. Well, look, I was talking to Max, came running. Why didn't you protect your food, Max? I'll put that out there for you. And you're letting that giant freaking possum eat your food. What is wrong with you? You can't protect your own food? Yeah, I know. That possum was scary, wasn't it? I think I'd sit back and let it eat my food too if I was you. All right. Well, I'm going to get back to work out here. I'm going to go back up to the house. I'm going to take that live trap right there. You see, Max? That possum was big. I'm going to say twice the size of Max. I kept thinking Max wasn't eating off his food, that he was sharing it with somebody else. I thought it was the other cats. I've been raising giant possums. I didn't even know it. So I need to catch that thing and relocate it. All right, let me get back to work. All right. I don't know if you can see all this, but there's my feet. Got a few things on wheels here that can roll out easily. I do need to move that flooring and get it over to a different spot. But I've got it to the point now to where I think I can, I still got that big lawnmower out there to move, but I can open this side of the big barn door, I guess you could say. Almost got it to the point to where I can get my truck in here. Yeah, I mean, this stuff, that's on wheels, those are on wheels, right? I do need to move these window pieces. I got another window piece out there that I need to bring in. Not quite sure where to put those. I do want to clean up in there. And once I clean up in there that way, there's a bunch of cardboard boxes. Then I could put these window pieces all up in there just to store them until I'm ready to use them elsewhere. And of course, that big cabinet right there behind that, I need to look at that, see if I can restore that or not. It's been out here a long time, so that bottom down there may be having some rot issues. Not really sure yet. I won't know until I get into it whether or not I can do any good restoration on it. But it's getting close to 10 o'clock, and oh, let me show you this. This is a problem I have out here. You see that? That's a brown recluse. Yep, freaking brown recluse spiders. I hate those things. That's where I wear gloves. I got these gloves on. I've been wearing other gloves too. But I always wear gloves out here, no matter what. If one of those spiders bites me, it's got to bite glove too, or glove first. Anyway, that's another project I got to get busy back on. That's my 20-year-old Troy-built lawnmower. I haven't given up on it yet, but you know what? I'm going to have to tear that engine apart, figure out what's going on with it. It keeps fouling the spark plug. And then that thing, I haven't cranked this thing up in a long time. It's my pressure washer. I'm going to pressure wash that truck. I got to clean that truck up. And got a couple other cars that need pressure washed as well. But that's a project. That might end up being a project. I haven't started it in a long time. Got my tool shelf set up here, ready for me. A bucket on top, 2 buckets. Anyway. I guess I'm gonna stay busy for maybe another 30 minutes. I'm gonna see if I can move this wood out of the way and find a spot for it. I've rearranged pretty good. I've got room back there where I've been putting stuff. Still got a nice little walkway in there, and you know, I just moved my bucket of extension cords and wiring out of the way, and I can get up in there. So I've got a battery set over here, right there. I'm not sure, but I think that'll fit my truck. But I've got a battery charger. I'm gonna put that thing on. But I think this is a good follow-up. I'm just gonna get busy and see what else I can accomplish before I go inside and go to bed. Let me get out. Ooh, it's dark out here. All right, now that's looking more like it. Yeah, I'll definitely be able to get a vehicle in there once I kind of move some of that stuff, and of course that stuff, and this big ass lawnmower. All right. I guess this means I don't know. You guys, of course, here I am. My nose is running again. I've been out here working. It's about 50 degrees. It's been a cool day out here. It's been sunshiny, but cool. After those storms went through, the temperature really dropped. So there's definitely a cold front coming through. So it's pushing those storms. So I'll see you later.